from the battlefield to broken homes. This is the story of one of the most elite military units in the world. A story not only about war, but about brotherhood, sacrifice, and the price of duty. For years, Bravo Team carried out impossible missions. And yet, their greatest battles were often fought far away from the war zone, in their own hearts. At the center of it all is Master Chief Jason Hayes. A soldier's soldier, relentless in combat, fearless under fire, but carrying wounds that no one could see. He leads Bravo Team, a small group of Navy SEALs known for their skill, their toughness, and their loyalty. They move as one, depending on each other with their lives on the line. But while their missions may have looked clean and precise from the outside, inside the team, and inside their homes, things were far messier. This is not just the story of combat. This is the story of how war shapes men, how it tears apart families, how it binds brothers together, and how, even for warriors, there comes a day when you must decide who you are without the fight. In the beginning, Jason is still haunted by the loss of a teammate. The ghosts of past missions follow him everywhere. At home, his marriage to Alana is crumbling. Jason loves his children deeply, but he doesn't know how to leave the war behind when he walks through his front door. While Jason struggles with the weight of command, a young SEAL named Clay Spencer is fighting for a chance to prove himself. Clay is sharp, ambitious, and sometimes arrogant. But under that arrogance is a heart determined to serve. Earning his spot in Bravo won't be easy. Every move he makes is under scrutiny, and every mistake could cost lives. The team's early missions are fast and brutal, raids in Africa, rescues in the Middle East. They move with precision, always returning alive, but always leaving a part of themselves behind. These first steps lay the foundation for what Bravo will become, a team bonded by the battlefield, but also cracked by the pressure of living two lives at once. As Bravo continues their deployments, danger becomes routine. But the greatest pain comes not from bullets or bombs, but from tragedy at home. Jason's wife, Alana, is killed suddenly in a car accident. One moment she's there, the woman who held their family together while Jason was away. The next, she's gone. Jason is left shattered. He's a widower, trying to raise his children while still leading men into combat. For the first time, the unshakable leader looks broken. His grief doesn't just weigh on him, it weighs on everyone around him. The team sees their commander hurting, but there's no mission plan for healing. At the same time, Ray Perry, Jason's closest friend, his brother-in-arms, suffers a devastating injury. Ray begins to doubt if he still belongs in Bravo, if he can still keep up with the men he once led into danger. The cracks in the team are widening. The battlefield is relentless, but the silent battles at home may be even harder. Bravo is deployed across the globe, Europe, the Middle East, South America. Their missions are successful, but the cost keeps growing. Jason carries the weight of command, not just making life and death calls, but living with them afterwards. Clay continues to grow, proving himself as more than just a rookie. He earns Jason's respect, little by little, becoming a trusted operator. Sonny Quinn, the team's brawler with a sharp wit, spirals into recklessness. He hides his pain behind jokes and fights, but inside he's afraid of being left behind, of losing the only family he knows, Bravo. As missions expand, the pressure rises. The war never ends. For every enemy killed, another one rises. And for the men of Bravo, the line between soldier and human begins to blur. Then comes the ambush. A mission that goes terribly wrong, leaving Bravo pinned down and battered. They survive, but the scars run deep. For Jason, the damage is more than physical. Years of breaching doors, of combat stress, of explosions, have taken their toll. He begins showing signs of traumatic brain injury. His memory falters. His judgment slips. For a man who has built his identity on being the sharpest, the strongest, the most reliable, this is terrifying. Meanwhile, in the middle of all this darkness, there is a spark of hope. Clay proposes to Stella, the woman who has stood by him through his struggles. For a moment, it feels like maybe, just maybe, there can be life beyond war. A family, a future. But in Bravo's world, hope is fragile, and peace never lasts long. The battles continue, but so do the personal wars. Jason's health declines. He hides it as long as he can, but eventually even he must face the truth. He can't outrun time. His body and mind are breaking down. Sonny's life takes a dramatic turn when he becomes a father. For the first time, he must balance being a warrior with being a dad. It's a role he never thought he'd play, and it forces him to think about who he is outside Bravo. Ray, still haunted by PTSD, enters therapy. It's not an easy choice, but it's the only way forward. For him, healing means more than surviving firefights. It means surviving himself, so he can still be a husband, a father, a man of faith. The world of warfare itself begins to shift. Bravo adapts to drones, new tech, and modern strategies. But all the technology in the world can't ease the human cost. Their lives are changing. Their missions are changing. And the weight of everything they've endured threatens to crush them. But nothing could prepare them for what came next. Clay Spencer, the rookie who grew into the team's heart, is taken from them in a tragic accident. After surviving the battlefield, after building a family with Stella, Clay's life is cut short back home. His death is not a heroic sacrifice in combat. It's sudden, it's cruel, and it leaves everyone reeling. Stella is left alone, raising their son without the man she loved. The team, already scarred, feels like it has lost its soul. Jason blames himself, carrying yet another ghost on his back. Sonny and Ray struggle to fill the void, but Clay's absence is impossible to ignore. Bravo has always faced death, but this time it's different. This time, they can't fight back. They can only grieve. And in that grief, they realize just how fragile they all are. Even as they mourn, the mission continues. A new operator, Drew Franklin, joins the team. Young, eager, determined, he reminds them of Clay, but can never replace him. His presence is both a promise of the future and a reminder of what they've lost. Jason, meanwhile, is haunted by every ghost he carries. Nate, Alana, Clay, every life lost under his command. The questions grow louder. How much longer can he lead? How much more can he carry? Who is Jason Hayes without Bravo team? The team's last missions bring not only danger, but moral dilemmas. When faced with a traitor, they must decide. Do they execute vengeance or uphold their honor? In the past, the answer might have been simple. But after everything they've endured, nothing is simple anymore. For Jason, the final test is not on the battlefield. It's within himself. After years of war, of loss, of carrying the weight of leadership, he begins to seek something he never thought possible: peace, redemption, forgiveness. And so, the story doesn't end with an explosion or a victory. It ends with a moment of quiet humanity. The men gather for one last toast. They raise their glasses not to victory, but to survival, to brotherhood, to everything they've lost and everything they still have. This is the legacy of Bravo team. 7 years of missions. 7 years of loss, laughter, grief, and triumph. For Jason, for Ray, for Sonny, for Clay, for every name written in their history. They were more than soldiers. They were fathers, husbands, sons, brothers. They showed us the true cost of war and the unbreakable strength of loyalty. Their story is over, but their legacy endures. One last ride, and a farewell to a brotherhood we'll never forget.